morning, everybody. Welcome to Ncopdimg. Sit back, relax, and chill. I knew you were gonna come to me. You are, but you better choose me. 'Cause I'm capable of anything.
Got a light.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Shall we? Yeah. This one goes out to all you lovers.
Show. Thank you, guys.
Killing it on the drums.
Get another ASI. It's all good. Right there. Oh, well, thank you. It's pretty good though, right?
I've been doing it with my left hand for a while.
All right, so, hey, welcome to an Ncopdimg, DP, however you want to say it, that you probably are not, something new, I think. But what we wanted to do here, if you noticed that Sergeant Sheldon went back on drums, he's not a drummer. Sergeant Dyer went over to bass, you know she's not a bass player. Sergeant Buckner went back on keyboards. And you heard Sergeant Williams and Sergeant Bredmark back up here singing, right? So then I actually attempted to play a solo, which I don't do. I'm not a soloist. But what we did was we all stepped out of our comfort zone. And that's the lesson today for Ncopd, which is stepping out of our... Be careful where you point the fingers at.
He's number one.
We had to make the song sound good.
Get some talent.
Yeah. So one of the biggest things about stepping out of your comfort zone is you don't want to make a fool of yourself. You're afraid to. You're afraid of what other people are going to think. How, God, if I do that, you know, I'm going to look like an idiot. You know, people are going to laugh at me. But you're not going to learn. You're not going to grow. Because if you always stay in your comfort zone, there's no room for improvement. There's no room to grow. Okay? So, having said that, table 3, you all have numbers on your tables, right? Table 3, I need you to reach under your chair and tell me if you have an envelope.
Have a what?
Envelope.
You want a car? Or a chance for growth.
So, guess what, Sergeant Blacker? You're going to come up and sing that song that's on that list.
Oh.
Come on up. Step out of your comfort zone.
Welcome to the unit.
Everybody's checking out. Wait a minute. You like that?
Tell them what he's singing.
I'll trade a chair right now.
Sergeant Placker will be singing I Will Survive.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned to get along until you're back.
Who's the next lucky table?
Oh, is there another lucky table? Oh, hold on. In my notes here. So, we had to fill up the tables first. All right, so what did you do? You faced your fear, right? You don't do that, do you?
Never.
So that's what I'm talking about. You just got out of your comfort zone. Because, you know, people are afraid of, we got what, people afraid of heights? Most of those guys that are afraid of heights go to jump school, surprisingly. They overcome that fear. But anyway, you got people afraid of spiders, people afraid of, that are claustrophobic, people that have OCD about being clean. I don't know if it's a bad thing about being clean, but it's a beautiful thing. From a true expert right there. Good deal. So, you know, if we go through life constantly taking precautions, to the sense where I'm talking about not getting out there and doing something that's going to harm you, okay, physically harm you or physically hurt somebody else, but if you're always going through too cautious, again, you're going to get stuck in that rut, you're going to be caught in your comfort zone, and you're going to have that fear of stepping out. All right? I tried to start that off with, I got bamboozled into taking a guitar solo, if that's what you want to call it. They threw that back at me. I think yesterday, you know, Sergeant Bugner said, "Hey, Sergeant Major, step out of your comfort zone."
She's like, no way, I'm not doing it.
I could have done that. I could have, but that's not right. That's not the right thing. So the cool thing is, you got up, you faced your fear, and you did it. Right? And it's the hardest thing to do amongst your peers. I would much rather play solo saxophone in front of 5,000 people I do not know than in front of 20 people I know very well. But is that my comfort zone? Okay, so the next table, I think it's number 6.
Yes. Everybody felt for an
You already felt the envelope? Come on up, Sergeant Glosh. Let's tell everybody what you're saying.
Double check, make sure not doing it. Oh.
Yes.
Don't have to be sitting at a table.
Oh, you did?
Decade.
So, Sergeant Glosh is going to come up and say your own Devo to me.
You're on it. I should have traded you.
Totally going up on YouTube. No tradesies.
Check.
You know we'll see this.
Whip it.
Yeah.
stops our thought. So, talked a little bit about making a fool of yourself, facing your fears. You gotta learn to become comfortable taking risk. Okay. All too often well, you know, I'm not gonna do that because this could happen. Well, but if I do that, there could be really great consequences. Be positive thing, but I don't want to take that risk. When I first came in the Army, if you didn't have a Charlie 1, you weren't going to go to Fort Monroe, which is now closed, but you weren't going to go to Heidelberg, which was a dream assignment at that time, and you weren't going to go to Fort McPherson. And a lot of people did not audition for that Charlie 1. They didn't want to take that risk because they didn't want to have fear of rejection or fear of failing. Not necessarily rejection, but they're afraid to fail at something. And you shouldn't be afraid to fail at anything as long as it's an honest mistake. If you do it, you're giving your 110%. Remember, I always talked about go mad and have gas. And you just may not achieve it, what you were hoping to achieve, or you didn't take that risk that you maybe should have taken. You won't grow. You're going to stay stagnant. That's what I was talking about earlier. You have to take control of yourself, control of your career. All right. There's a lot of things you can do. Some guys come in and they're really good at supply, and I'm not pointing out the supply guys. All right. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just saying they'll come in and they'll go to the next assignment and they'll say, well, where did you work at? I was in supply. And then, or the guy gets a call from, hey man, he's really good at supply. He's the guy who's going to keep you out of jail. All right? And he goes to his 4th assignment and he has supply. He goes to his 5th assignment and he gets supply. He's been promoted throughout this time. Now he's a sergeant first class and he's in charge of something. Now all of a sudden he gets to another unit and the commander says, well, I need you in charge of admin. Take care of human resources. The sergeant doesn't have a clue because he didn't push to go out of his comfort zone. He stayed in that comfort zone throughout his career, and it's hurt. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, I never worked in supply in my career. And when I became a first sergeant, I paid for it because I had to learn it. I had to know what was going on to keep my commander out of jail, to make sure supply guys were doing things right. And we all know reading a manual, reading an FM, reading an AR, PAM, that's some boring, some boring reading, all right? But you got to step out. I was successful. I stayed out of jail, obviously, from that. But it's just a personal thing. I did not work in supply the whole time in my career. I still haven't, and I won't. I will never work in supply. But it doesn't mean I should not have known what was going on. Right? I needed to step out of my comfort zone. I had to do it. There was no choice. I had to learn supply, or else I was going to fail in that aspect. All right. So that's another thing to grow. If you do something here, try and choose a different office. Get out of that comfort zone and do something different. If you worked operations here, you might have been kicking butt. That's great. Well, move on to another shop. If you're fortunate enough on your 4th, 5th assignment and you worked all the shops, then I would say choose the one you like the best, and that's the one you fight for. All right. But no matter what shop you get at, give 110%. An honest mistake will always be accepted, as long as it was honest. So, with that being said, so the people in the chairs probably thought that they were safe. but I tell you, you're not. So people sitting in the back 2 rows, you might want to feel under your chair and see there's no.
I love it. No, good, man. He's good.
I can tell you I know which chair it is, so don't try to play it off.
Am I the only one? Nice. Oh, God.
Come on up, man. Give us a shot.
That's awesome.
That's kind of
We're not gonna take it.
Required.
It's funny because I've been learning all this. I'm singing them on not doing it now.
It's gummy bear. Gummy bears. All right. All about gummy bears. Nah, this is something way different. Sorry, man. Pizza test.
Take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. Help them out, everybody. Gonna take it.
So, all right, let me, last part here. When was the last time you felt excited about not knowing when something was gonna happen next? Right there. You raise your hand.
Me, yeah. I mean, I'm going to someplace I've never been,
And then, Sergeant Sheldon, I'm back here just whispering around the day before I found out we were having twins.
Still got it.
So, I mean, what I'm trying to get at is, I think for me, the last time, not really knowing what to expect is when I went to jump school. All right? At Fort Benning, you can see where they do all the training, the 250-foot towers, and you can watch the guys not listening to the instructor on the ground and turn right smack into the tower, and he's got the bear hug on the tower, and then that person is not in jump school anymore, or fall out of a run. But I didn't know, really didn't know what to expect. I knew there was a lot of running, but that first time jumping out of an aircraft, you can simulate all you want, jumping off the 35-foot tower, but jumping out of that first aircraft was, I'll be honest with you, I was scared shitless. And, I mean, I was stuck in the middle of the sticks, so I didn't have a choice. And the sergeant, the instructors would tell you, if you freeze in the door, they'd tell you to go 3 times. Yeah, that's a lie. Maybe they do that now, but that's a straight up lie. Because the second guy in our stick froze, and he literally got a boot in his 4th point of contact, and he went out the door. It was ugly, but he went out. But that first jump, I didn't know what to expect. And my heart was going 90 miles an hour. Once I got out and my chute opened up and my heart slowed down a little bit because I knew I was going to be safe, I'll tell you, it was one of the most exhilarating things I've ever done in my life. And you have to do that with yourselves in your career. You got to find that, stepping out of that zone to where you are so comfortable that, like I said, you're stagnant. Get to that point where you are excited about something, where your heart rate gets up 90 miles an hour. You get that anxiety, that excited anxiety about doing something. Not even necessarily about something that's unexpected, but about doing something. As leaders, we got to step out of our comfort zone. You may not like to talk in front of people. You may have a fear of being afraid to make a fool out of yourself. Fear of talking in front of people. What am I going to say? God, am I going to say something? Is it going to be stupid? The only person you have to compete with yourself, and I told this to an individual yesterday, is yourself. If you really care about what other people think of you, you're not living your life. You need to not worry about what other people think of you, okay? You know yourself best. Be the best person that you can be. I'm not trying to pun 1980s coming in the Army. Something you were thinking about. Okay, but get out there, all right? Live for yourself. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Like I said, honest mistake always pays. Always. I said that from day one. I know some of you people that are here that did not receive my incoming brief. When I got here, I will take your honest mistake any day. Because you're going to learn from it. All right? Bottom line here, get out of your comfort zone and don't fear. Embrace that fear and become a stronger NCO, a stronger person, a stronger leader. And we have one more song. Let's see what table we're looking at. I think it's table 7.
Oh, man, it's that short.
tell you right now, we're starting to show
You know he got a nose for
He's warming
spitting out
up.
work. He's warming up.
Oh.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get away.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take a
Oh,
spot?
you want to take a spot since you took it? Come on up, Starboy.
Yeah.
There you go. He's gonna sing a little journey.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's so fitting. What you just did. I hear my presence was requested.
Sing some around.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. She took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. Well, you can share the night, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Somewhere in the
Nice job. Way to get into it. Started wording it. Well, look, that's this by no means was meant to embarrass anybody, to belittle anybody. That's not what the intent of it was. That was what you were thinking. You're going to go away with the wrong message. The intent here was just to do something different, something that you wouldn't normally do. I know if I went to a karaoke bar with Sergeant White, he'd probably get up there and sing. No doubt. He's same with Sergeant Schuler. He just happened to sit in that chair. And the only reason Sergeant White came up was because he decided to look under your chair and see what song you were singing. That was it, all right? Step out, do something different. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, an honest mistake. If you're working with me, I will accept an honest mistake any day of the week, all right? Because that's how we learn from it. We can move on and get better. So, that concludes our NCODPD, however you want to say it, for this month. It's my last NCOPD with you guys. Leaving right now looks like the end of July. So, yeah, I'll talk about all that later. But thank you for participating. Thank you for being, for stepping out and doing something you wouldn't normally do, Sergeant Blacker. Pretty good, wasn't it? I mean, you got enough of it already, didn't you? I mean, I didn't tell you were number one, too, so it's all good. All right, are there any questions for me, for any of us? All right, y'all afraid to ask a question? Y'all afraid to step out there?
How long did it take the people that did the other stuff to learn that stuff?
Sergeant Sheldon, he taught me in one rehearsal. I got the basics. That was, I think we rehearsed that song 3 times.
Like the
three
bass,
rehearsals.
the piano, the drums, like.
Yeah.
We've been kind of just taking parts of tough box rehearsals and a couple of afternoons after 3 o'clock when everybody's gone.
End of the duty day.
I listen to it every day in my car.
Sheldon's got some drum skills.
You should have heard the first rehearsal with them singing, ooh, it was ugly.
Well, we heard it's our maker.
That was it. It's all about entertainment. Looking good. But yeah, we had a little more rehearsal than you guys did, obviously. I'm still learning how to play the guitar. Sergeant Sheldon, I think he was throwing stuff at me, having to learn stuff pretty quickly. And, plus, it's a personal thing too. I take pride, and I didn't want to play that guitar solo because I knew it was going to suck. But because it's a pride thing. I take pride in what I do, and same thing when I was playing sax. I didn't want to play the solo and step all over myself. I wanted to be right. Grasp up.
I think it was awesome. The more nervous people were up there, the more support they had from everybody else, which is like, if we could take that and apply it to every aspect of what we do. If somebody's, having issues or, or stepping outside of their comfort zone, stepping into a new role or something like that, it's the support of everybody else that gets them through it. It was really cool to watch. So.
Cool, absolutely.
Just as far as us learning the different instruments and everything, stepping out of our comfort zone, it was also beneficial to learn what the other people on our team have to do and what they go through, and getting a healthy respect for what they do in the job and being able to appreciate that. It's always a good thing to do.
Got some listeners.
Yes, I do.
You're welcome.
Because we take for granted, how do you know what that person does unless you walk a mile in their shoes? And like I said, we had a few more rehearsals for Smoke on the Water, but it's a lot of fun,
I wanted to thank Specialist Williams for teaching me the one fill I know. Thank you.
Played it perfectly in
Yeah, right?
Just the rest of the group was out.
That's right.
Anything else? Any other comments? Start on.
Been listening to a lot of podcasts that have to do with entrepreneurship and business, and that's a common theme. Like there's that Wayne Gretzky quote that you miss 100% of the shots you never take. If you're not failing, then you're not growing. So this theme is everywhere, and a lot of people are talking about that. The ones that are successful in any area of life. So I really appreciate the opportunity to have this here in this setting. Thank you.
Talk about it.
It's out on Facebook, bad habit of mine, but
Already?
no, but there's a maybe no,
It's like-
not this. So
Just that, 15 seconds.
There's 45 likes already.
no, but there's a Navy SEAL Admiral just recently gave a speech for the University of Texas at Austin, and it's all about his about how life applied to his initial SEAL training, and it's very beneficial, like what Specialist Raskov said with the they were all stuck in the mud up to their necks, freezing cold mud, and somebody just started singing. So everybody else just started singing because it sucked and it wasn't going to get any better, and how they got each other through it and different life things. It's only 10 major points. It's not actually a long thing that he spoke about, but it's pretty awesome. So you should check it out.
Leave it to the Navy to get mud baths.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Schaefer.
I know him.
Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Any comments? Anything that? Give me 3 negatives.
There's no real alcohol?
What?
Yeah, okay, sorry. This is not the 1990s. Go ahead, Sergeant.
Taking a song that's quite obviously out of everyone in this room's vocal range.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, it started with 8 songs. Okay, and one was going to be a duet, at least 2, I think. We had 2 duets, and it could have been a male duet. However the envelope bounced underneath the chair. That one, we also were thinking about Stand By Your Man. We had a lot of good ones in there. Then we had to rethink. Sergeant Sheldon brought a really good point. We don't have a whole lot of time to do rehearsal, and we also wanted to stick with a couple tunes that the rock band was doing to keep you guys in the dark as to why is the sergeant major playing with the rock band. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. So, and I will say that there's a few of you that they wanted to hand select.
I'm trying to get used.
So I said, no, we can't do that. Make it totally random. We did. We had them all set up before you guys came in. I actually thought you're the one that I thought I put it on Sergeant Schaefer's chair. So I thought it was Sergeant Schaefer that was singing.
I would have taken it off the wire.
I would have taken any of the others before.
She would have totally owned it. So, okay, any other, I know this is quite different setting. I have to say thanks to Sergeant Sheldon and Sergeant Buckner, because they came up with the idea of the chairs, and then I was like, all right, yeah, the chairs and the tables, that's cool, all right, we can do that. And then they decided to add the lighting. And then the glow sticks. And the plastic water drinks.
Flavored water was awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, it was free, wasn't it?
Cool.
There you go. But I appreciate your participation. thank you. That means a lot that you were just willing to get up. There was no pressure from your peers not to get up here. But like I said again, I want to reiterate, it wasn't here to make you feel embarrassed, be laughed at, okay? That was not any intent. Throughout your career, there are going to be times where you're going to have to step out and do something you're not comfortable doing. Just do the best you can. Give it 110%. Go mad, have gas, and you're going to do fine. Thank you. All right.